Hello, Olu again, nuggets of wisdom coming at you again. My topic today that negativity is a cancer. Let's talk about it. Welcome back. While please like, share, hit the notification bell for new content. I really want you to drop a comment. Tell me what you're looking for. Is there any other topics you want me to touch, you want me to understand, or you want you to actually bring out the content? I'm ready for that. So please, guys, drop the content. I appreciate you for listening. Thank you for that. Negativity is a cancer. Man, I guess I'm stating the obvious. I guess that everybody knows that negativity is a cancer. But the question is, how many people heed to it? How many people actually look at things critically and see, is this a cancer or is just a saying? Because there are many things that we know to be true. Does that mean we actually do it? Absolutely not. Myself included. There's nobody 100% that does everything right. But the whole reason why this channel is here is to bring this thing into your remembrance, into what's going on with negativity. You hear a lot of polls going on. It's very easy for people to wrap up polls of what is going wrong, what is not happening. 50% of this is not happening, 40% of that is not working, blah, blah, blah. 80% of people do X, Y, Z. And they have these numbers at the tip of their tongue all the time. And some of the times that even it gets to the point that good news doesn't actually even travel, but bad news travels quickly and fast. That's why I want to give you a background today about the 12 spies that went to go and spy the promised land. In Numbers chapter 13. If you're a Bible reader, when you have a moment, you can check it out. I don't want to bore you because it's a very long story, but I'm going to take some excerpts from the chapter. So the Numbers, the 13th chapter, I'm going to start from verse 25. Basically, before I start, let me give you a backdrop of the story. The Israelites went to go spy the land, and before they went to spy the land, Moses sent 12 people out to spy the land. This is going to be their report. Verse 25. 40 days later, they came back from exploring the land. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. They gave their report and showed them the fruit from the land. Verse 27. This is what they reported to Moses. We went to the land where you sent us. It really is a land flowing with milk and honey. Here are some of the fruits. Listen to the kicker here, verse 28. But the people who live there are strong, and the cities have walls and are very large. We even saw the descendants of Anak there. In what I really mean, Anaks are in the Bible are the giants, about 7 feet tall. The Amalekites live in Negev, the Hittites, Jebusites, and Ammonites, and all the sites live in the mountain region. And the Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and all along the Jordan. Then Caleb, verse 30, told the people to be quiet and listen to Moses. And Caleb said, let's go now and take possession of the land. We should be more than able to conquer. Verse 31. But the men who had gone with him said, we can't attack these people. They are too strong for us. So they began to spread lies among Israelites about the land they had explored. They said the land explored is one that devours those who live there. Other people we saw, they were tall. Let me stop there. How many times have you had a negative report that stopped you in your tracks? Listen to me. The negative reports are not actually, they are not actually gone there and been defeated, but they've been there, they saw the fruit, they showed the fruit, they show what's good about it, but you know what? They're too strong. They're too tall. We will never overcome that. How many times in our own lives have we lost the battle even before we even started the war? How many times has it been negative that nobody like you can ever do anything good for your life? The negative report is a cancer. You see, and these are the things that actually gets me most of the time. Nobody talks about, let me give you a good example. Nobody talks about marriages that work. They talk about divorces. Nobody talks about businesses that work, run by minorities. I don't want to even use the word minority, run by people like me. It's always negative. As I said before in my intro, everybody talks about poles that are negative. And you got to be very careful of folks delivering you bad reports, negative reports. They told you they're too tall for you. Let me bring this home a little bit. You're a middle class young person coming up. You drive to a neighborhood with $1 million houses. Everything fortified, everything, the lawn manicured, well done. And you say to yourself, these houses are so big, I will never get to that level. What kind of work, what kind of business can I do to ever get there? You visit somebody, has everything all laid out. You think the negative report you've said to yourself, some of us are even, the negative reports are not even coming from outside. Some of the negative reports come from within ourselves. And we have got to that point where that we take that negative report as gospel, as the truth. That's what's happening in our country today. A lot of us want to hear conspiracy theories that didn't stand. Somebody did this, there's this animal that came up, and you see what they said never, and they spread lies among the Israelites. How many times has lies been spread and you believe it as real? How many times? And that's why negativity is a cancer. It eats at you. You see what it did? What they say about cancer? They said the cells metastasized, means it multiplied. It multiplied in ways you cannot even imagine. Negativity is a cancer. So you got to be very careful for what report you're going to live. You know it's good there, but the place is nice, but I can't have that conviction, but when you put but in the statement, negativity sets in straight away. Your brain already tells you you're not going to move forward. You already put that barrier in your mental state. You're not going to move past that. Period. And you have to understand that. You have to understand something that, and this is what scares me the most, and I'm going to be honest, is the majority, you see, majority and negativity lines up. So you can have a bunch of negative majorities. Yeah, but the majority says it's right. Sure, it's okay. So if you look at it, that's why we have the 1%. Why 99% of us, 95% are language because they got a negative report. This is the government said, this is my job, this is that. Negative reports. We got to be very careful with that. I'm going to start with this. This is, you've heard this saying before so many times. What are the characteristics of a negative report? Let me give that very quickly before I close this. You've heard this saying that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And I didn't just want to just put it out of my head, so I want to go read it up, look it up. It said, is someone who complains or causes problem is more likely to receive attention or help than someone who stays quiet and does not cause problem. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So listen to my first point. Negative report is loud. They want to cause trouble all the time. Secondly, as I said before, the negative report is in the majority. So even if the minority has some serious points to bring this thing down, there are enough, no disrespect, there's enough stupid people to bring this, to make the minority look stupid. And I said it both ways. So negativity is the majority. And because you've heard that they say there's strength in numbers. Numbers don't mean positivity. Numbers don't mean results. Application of it means something. So my last point will be negativity, right? It stunts growth. So what these guys stayed in the wilderness for 40 years because of a negative report of 10 other spies who said they can never overcome the land. I'm going to close with this. Very simple. Be careful what you listen to. Negative report from your family, negative report from your friends, negative report of people who are against of you, and you take that word as gospel, people, you're killing it. You can't do that. Negative is a cancer. And the holy healing that you have is to shut your ears from negativity. I can go on, but I think you get my drift. Believe good reports. Don't believe naysayers and cynics. God bless you, man. I'm out.